Hello, geometry. We're going to now continue on with similarity and proving similar triangles. So first of all, everything on here on the sheet notes only applies to triangles. So just be aware this is only information that applies when you have triangles. The first thing is the least amount of information you need to know about angles is that if two of the angles are congruent in a triangle compared to another, the triangles must be similar. Okay, so for example, if I just had, and for similarity, we're going to draw the triangles so they're not exactly the same. So if they look something like this, but if I know this angle here is the same, congruent to this angle here, and then this angle is congruent to this angle, with those two pieces of information, you can prove that the triangles are similar to each other. Get that out of there. Okay, so this is called just angle, angle, and then you have the little squiggle. That's different than when we had congruent triangles. If you had just angles, that was not enough information. But for similar triangles, it is enough information. Okay, for side angle side, so SAS with the squiggle, if two sides of one triangle are proportional, so it's proportional, not congruent, to two sides of another, then the angle included is congruent, then the two triangles are similar. So again, if you have your two triangles, and you have one angle congruent to another angle, that has to be the included angle. We talked about this with triangle congruence, but that means it has to be attached to both sides that are marked. Okay, so I would have, for example, X here and Y here, and then maybe W here and Z here. So if I have this picture and I know that X over W is proportional to Y over Z, if I know those two things, the angles are congruent and the sides are proportional, then you have side angle side proportionality. Okay, next one, side, side, side. So again, I have these two triangles. And again, I have, let's say, I'll just do it in a different order, maybe X, Y, Z, and then A, B, C, something like that. And then if I know all three of the sides are proportional, so I have an extended proportion. So let's say I have X over A is the same as Y over B is the same as Z over C. If I have all three of these ratios being the same, then the triangles are similar by side, side, side similarity. So we're going to talk about how that works. Here are three examples. Okay, so right angles. If you see right angles, you know right away those are congruent. But now I have a 39 and I have a 51. So what you want to think about is, well, is this missing angle in this smaller triangle, is that 51? And you can figure that out, obviously, by using the triangle sum. For some reason, this pen is freaking out today. Okay, so if I have 39 plus 90 plus, and I don't know what this is, X, add those up to 180, subtract these two off, and you do get 51 degrees. So what that means is this triangle here, the missing angle is 51. That is enough information to say that these triangles are similar because I have the right angles are congruent, and then I have this 51 congruent to that 51. So by angle, angle similarity, these are similar triangles. Okay, next one. Notice that I have an angle, and then I have the two sides connected to the angle labeled. Same here, angle, two sides connected are labeled. So what you need to do is show the proportionality part. Okay, so like we've done in previous lessons, Here I'm going to circle corresponding pieces. So the smallest number in this small triangle is 2. The smallest number on this other triangle is 3. So those would have to correspond. Okay, the biggest number here is 4. The biggest number here is 6. Those will have to correspond. So then all you have to do is write your two ratios and then see if they are equal. Well, this is 2/3, this is also 2/3, or you can cross multiply to check. So this is 12, this is also 12, so those are equal, and that checks out. Okay, so this would be similar by side, angle, side. Last one here, we have 3 sides labeled, so you're going to check for side, side, side. Okay, just like we did before, we're gonna, smallest side here is 4, smallest side here is 2, so those go together. Medium side is 10, medium side is 5, and then the biggest side is 24, and the biggest side here is 12. So what you're gonna do is see if those are all the same. So I have 4/2, and then I have 10/5, and then I have 24/12. Those all reduce to 2, so those are equal. All 3 have to be equal to each other, so that checks out. Okay, so let's look at a couple more examples. So for number 1, so you're seeing if the triangles are similar. Again, your options are angle, angle, side, or side, side, side. You do have to show the work whenever you have sides that are proportional. Okay, and then you're going to write the similarity statement. So number 1, we have 45 degrees, so I can mark those here and here. I have no side lengths given to me. So it's definitely not side, angle, side, or side, side, side. So we're seeing if it could be angle, angle. And you have to remember you can also mark vertical angles like we did in the past. Okay, so these are congruent. 2 sets of angles are congruent, so this would be a yes by angle, angle, similarity. And then you're going to write the statement. So you can, again, write the first triangle in any order you'd like. So I'll say SRW. So SRW would correspond with SVB. Okay, number 2. So notice what you're given here. We know nothing about the angles, and we're given 3 sides. So what I would like you to think about is the only possible answer is side, side, side. So number 2, the only thing that's possible is side, side, side. Okay, but you do have to check. So I'm looking for the smallest side here is 8. The smallest side here is 6. Okay, and then you're going to use the same process I did in the example above. So I want you to pause and continue solving number 2. Okay, welcome back. So you have the smallest sides label, and then the medium here is 12. The medium side here is 9. And then the biggest side here is 24. The biggest side here is 12. So you're going to set these up as a proportion. You must check the proportion for all 3. So I have 8/6, and then the boxed ones are 12/9, and then the triangles are 24/12. That's a 12. Okay, so here, this is 4/3. This is also 4/3, but this one is not. This one is just equal to 2/1. All 3 have to be the same. So if they are not all 3 the same, you just write no and you move on. Okay. Next, number 3. So here you have some sides here and here. So it's possible it could be side, angle, side. It's possible it could be angle, angle. Definitely not side, 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 because we don't know anything about these bottom sides. Okay, so first thing I would do is definitely figure out angles when you're given a picture like this. With the isosceles, I know this is also 68, and then I can figure out the x here as well. So whenever it's possible to figure out angles, I would do that because it's generally the easiest method. So I have 68 plus x equals 180. Okay, so subtract off the two 68s, and you get 44 degrees. Okay, so x here is 44 degrees. And so now I know that this triangle and this triangle couldn't possibly be similar because their angles are not congruent. There's no 62 degrees in this other triangle. So you'd say no. And then you could even explain further, angles are not congruent. Angles must be congruent for the triangles to be similar. Okay, next one. So here, again, I'm given two sides, not three sides. So can't do side, side, side. So it's either going to be side, angle, or angle, angle. And remember, I can mark vertical angles. So it looks like I'm going to try side, angle, side. Okay, so here's the smallest side on this triangle. Here's the smallest side here. And then here's the bigger one and the bigger. And remember, you must check the proportion. So show that work. So 5 goes with 10, and then the 6 goes with 12. Okay, these both reduce to 1/2, so those are equal. That checks out. So this is a yes by side, angle, side, similarity, and then we're going to write our triangle statement. So pause and write your triangle statement. Okay, there are several ways to do it. So I'm going to start with NQM. So if I do NQM, I'm going to have to go NOP. Okay, and remember the N's have to correspond, the Q and the O correspond, and M and P correspond, whatever order you chose. Okay, next one. So again, big hint here is if you have angles and no side lengths, I would definitely use the triangle sum theorem to figure out the missing angle and then compare. Okay, right now I know angle 7 to 70s are congruent, but you need another set of angles. So let's just look at this triangle. This one's pretty easy. So you have 30 plus the 70 plus the measure of angle K is 180. Subtract off the 100 and the measure of angle K is 80 degrees. So notice this one's 85. So there's no way that you have an 85-degree angle in this triangle. So this one's a no. Angles not congruent. Angles must be congruent for similarity. Okay, last one. So this one's a really tough one. I'm going to highlight the triangles to make this a little more obvious. So I have the smaller triangle here. Notice I have side lengths of 3 and 9. Those go with the smaller triangle. Now I also have this bigger triangle. And then you got to be careful because the sides of the bigger triangle are not 6 and 2. Okay, you actually need to use this whole length, which is 15 for the yellow triangle, and this whole length, which is 5 for that side. So that's the hard part about this question. Now we're still going to go through the same process. So on the green triangle, 3 is the smaller side. On the yellow triangle, 5 is the smaller side. On the green triangle, 9. And then on the bigger triangle and the yellow triangle, you go with 15. So what you're actually comparing here is 3 to 5 and then 9 to 15. Okay, and then this will also reduce to 3/5, or again, if you cross multiply, that works out. So it's side angle side.